Hello there. We are back from not uploading on Monday. My deepest apologies for the very little people that still watch me. But today's video is going to be a bit of a rant. I haven't done a rant in a bit. Um, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. It's about drivers in Utah. For those of you who don't know, I am from Utah. And these past few days of dealing with drivers on my way home from school or like anything have been, and I say this in polite words, hell. Um, like yesterday, the day I'm recording this is Wednesday, so talking about Tuesday, which should be like the 10th of February, in case you want specific dates. I almost got hit a few times on the way home from school. The first time was when like I was at like a four-way stop sign that was like my school, some random directions. There was a woman who was like stopped at the stop sign. I just assume, okay, she's probably waiting for me to pass, and then I look into the car. Well, driving at this point, I'm on my scooter, so my e-scooter, so I'm driving, and I notice she's not even looking in my direction. She's only looking right. That's odd. And then it clicks. She doesn't even know I exist. So she starts driving, and not just driving, driving to the left, aka my direction. So I have to swerve around her in order not to get hit. The second time has actually got a good ending here. Another four-way light, one that doesn't really seem necessary in my opinion. But this light's a bit different due to how weird it is. Whenever the direction is green lit, it will just also have the little green guy there to let you know, hey, you can go. Um, there's another guy stopped, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, he's probably just waiting for the cars. I'll just go in front of him, and I am like at this point in front of his car, and he starts driving, and so I'm over here like panicking, thinking like, oh God, this guy's gonna hit me or something. Um, I don't get hit, thankfully, but I do clip his car. I felt my scooter clip the front of his car. And I'm just a little salty about it, being like, oh man, he's probably gonna be mad at me about that. If he ever sees me out in public, he's probably, gonna call me a slur or something. And then all of a sudden, I hear to the right side of me, hey, are you okay? I'm like, oh, what's going on? Then I notice it's that guy from the car. And he's actually like apologizing for not paying attention. So in Utah, there are at least some drivers who can take accountability. This driver was breaking the law. Not the one not the one I just talked about, but the one I'm about to talk about. This actually happened today. The day I'm recording this, the 11th. On my way home from school, I don't really go out that often, other than to work and then to school. Maybe go out to eat when I have the money for it. Um, there's like this like spot where there's a lady who was driving. There was enough like gap. There's enough room between us, but there was still like a questionable amount where it probably would have been a good idea for her to at least stop just to be safe. And I thought she was going to. And then I look inside her car. She's on her phone. And I don't mean just like kind of like looking at it while like also paying attention to the road. No, her eye she is looking at the steering wheel. Like I have my phone I have my face like my hand in front of my face right now. That is how her steering wheel would have hurt her because it was blocked, you know. And so I just know that if I feel I was almost tempted to let her hit me at that point. Like, if I know damn well she's on her phone, not paying attention to her surroundings, I could have let her hit me, and I could have made a decent dollar. All right. Look, your boy's broke out here. He don't make money from YouTube. Subscribe to make it that change, please and thank you. But like, it's it is foul that she wasn't even looking at the road. Now here's the thing. I understand checking your Spotify, or maybe you got a text or something, and like looking up at the road, sort of like a dual monitor setup on like a PC, where you have like, the main monitor being like the road and like your second monitor being your phone. You can like occasionally glance at that. No, she had her like face in her phone as if she was at like a restaurant with a bad date. Like, it is beyond crazy how bad these drivers in Utah can be. Now, of course, like I said, the second story, there are decent drivers in the bunch who can take accountability. But knowing that woman, if she were to have like hit me, it would have been my fault somehow. That's really all I want to talk about. I'm hopefully gonna be back on Friday. If I'm not, then you just know I couldn't think of an idea of what to upload. These commentaries are somehow harder than I thought, and I've been struggling to think of new ideas. But I do have another rant hopefully coming out on Friday, and it's about cheerleading outfits. Bacon already tell how that goes. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.